E3 2021 kicked off, and it feels good to see the E and the 3 back again. And even after a crazy year last year, a lot of people were speculating that E3 was pretty much about to be out of there. But the ESA, the head of the ESA, came on and pretty much confirmed that E3 is pretty much here to stay. And the mayor from California also pretty much confirmed that EA was definitely back and with the public. So that is definitely a good look for EA after so many people thought that it was gone. But let's get on with this video because what I want to talk about is Ubisoft. And the one thing about Ubisoft, regardless of how much you like their IPs or not, they are one of the most diverse companies out there when it comes to their content. Their IPs, even though some people might think, you see enough of the Assassin's Creed, you see enough of this, enough of that, they still are very diverse. Right here, Rocksmith coming out. I know my boy Sir X-Man is going to be happy about this. Rocksmith is coming out this year, so it looks really cool. I mean, it's really high tech of how they just putting all this together, learning how to play a guitar. It's a really good look, man. And also the game that will not ever die, and that is Just Dance. Just Dance is adding a person on here that I've never seen before, but I tell you this, they can walk in some heels. Like they doing it better than women. So hey, but let's hey, Just Dance will not ever go away. We just had a pandemic and Just Dance is still dropping games. So look, they ain't never going away. So check that out. That's coming out this year. Also, I feel bad for my boy PK and Still Rain because they were looking forward to another Rayman, but they got the next best thing. It's just that it's going to be exclusive on the Switch, which, PK is about Nintendo. So this is a good look for Nintendo fans out there that has some new content that's coming. It's supposed to be coming out in 2022. And yeah, hey, that's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I'm myself personally, it's not something that's really going to be hyped to just jump on this type of particular game. But for fans for the rabbits, go ahead, jump on them. I don't think I've ever played a rabbits game to be honest with you, but listen, it's got Mario, and Luigi, so it's all good. Now this was pretty interesting. I knew that I seen something about Aiden Pierce being in Watch Dogs Legion. I haven't got the chance to play the game. I got the game day one. It's in my backlog, but it seems like this new DLC that's dropping is also going to have Wrench from Watch Dogs 2, and these two seem like they're after the same thing. Looks pretty interesting. I'm definitely hearing good things from people who has played it and beat the story. They have said that this is most likely the best Watch Dogs game. So this is something for people to look out for. I'm definitely stoked about it. I'm gonna try to get a couple of single player games in before I just go crazy multiplayer heavy for the rest of the year. But yeah, this is definitely one of those games that is that's got my attention. These are now we're getting into the part to the nitty gritty of where I was getting excited for the show. Now, not saying those other games that I seen wasn't cool, but these are the games right here. This DLC was right here, one of the ones that I was definitely excited for. Now, next, this. Now, I have not played um, Rainbow Six Siege in about 3 years. Not saying that the game was bad. Thought the game was cool. Just didn't have the time. There was other games. Workload was heavy, and so it's just one of those games that you uninstall, and then I just never got a chance to go back. And I know that it's a huge phenomenon right now, but this right here is definitely going to make me reload the game, and so I'm stoked. I know that they had other DLCs with these type of creatures. I guess that was like some kind of outbreak, but now this is something, and it's called Rainbow Six Siege Extraction. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. This is something that's definitely going to get me to re-download the game. Now, this is one of my most anticipated games of this year. I seen it last year. I was stoked. It was supposed to come out in February. It didn't get the chance because it was delayed. Supposed to be coming out here September 2nd. But look at this. This looks so fun. I used to love playing these type of games, going back to the PlayStation One, even back to the days of the NES, of games called Skate or Die, and all those type of crazy games. It's so many games to think of back then. Um, this is right up my wheelhouse. This is one of those games that doesn't seem like it takes itself too seriously by some of the content of which you can add to your characters, but it seems like it's competitive enough to keep things serious. And so I mean, look at this. You're on jetpacks flying around, and so like you got all these different type of ways of getting around. You got mountain biking, you got snowboarding, you can ski, and I just hope that the servers hold up. Look at this, you on like some kind of jetpack like bike. That's really ill. So yeah, I'm really stoked for that game. I'm definitely all over that. So September 2nd, I'm going to get it. Now this was another big surprise for me. I knew that the movie was coming out, but I did not have any idea that Ubisoft was going to be making a an Avatar game. So this is definitely a different type of IP for them, because this is not doing anything with Tom Clancy or this looks like this might be multiplayer, but it definitely looks like this is a huge big open world game that is completely just different from anything else that they've done. So I can't wait to see this. And of course, the movie's going to be coming out, and they're going to try to compete to try to get another billion, because between Marvel's Endgame and the first Avatar, they're over here fighting for their number one spot for the best movie, the biggest budget movie of all time. I definitely think that movie's gonna kill it, and this game might do as well. Now this, I have a lot of Far Cry games, and I haven't beat them all. I have to say, the protagonists that they have are some of the best in gaming, and this just seems like this man is going to make this game even better. This had me just all up in it. His performance was fantastic. The rest of the cast performance was fantastic. I'm definitely looking forward to Far Cry 6. But that wasn't the most shocking thing of the day. It was this. I seen Vargas and I was kind of like, what's going on here? Then they showed the pagan. And then they showed Joseph. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? And it's just basically all three of these protagonists are going to be in this DLC where you play them. Now, I do not know if they're going to be all together or are they going to separate them. They'll have their own little individual stories, which that's probably where they're going to go. But I thought that was amazing. I haven't seen some good DLC like that in a very long time. And actually, you put in the protagonist from Far Cry 6, which might potentially become the best, because it might overthrow Vargas. That's pretty impressive. And then on top of this, they're bringing back Blood Dragon, and I'm just, and all that neon and craziness going on with all these new consoles. It will be an absolute blast, and also on people's high-end PCs. So what do you guys think? What was your favorite game of Ubisoft? What was your letter grade? I give it a B for sure. I thought it was really good. But until the next video, everybody have a good one. Peace.